Casio keyboard runs in 3 primary modes. You've got tone mode, rhythm mode, and song bank mode. Now you'll notice that when I select either rhythm or song bank, a light comes on within the button, not within tone. The reason is we've always got either a rhythm or a song selected. The tones apply to both those sections. You can play a song over the top of its inbuilt recording and you can use whatever tone you want for that. When you're choosing rhythm styles, you can add whatever sound you want to the rhythm style. So we're going to begin with the tone mode, and just basically I'm going to show you how to select a tone on the keyboard. So we've come to the keyboard, we've turned it on. When you turn it on, it automatically chooses piano as its default tone. Alright, so you can put your fingers straight on the keys and get a piano sound straight away. From there, we want to make a change to our tone. All the tones are listed on the panel right here, and they're listed in category. So brasses are together, guitars, pianos, everything's in category. And you'll notice that they're all a 3-digit number. So for example, organ sounds are number 071 to 120. So sound 71 to 120. Always 3 digits. So if I want to choose, say, sound 5, I dial 005. And I get rock piano, which is a brighter piano. Brighter piano than 001, which was our classical. Alright. If I wanted to choose sound 250, I'd type in 250. If I go 654, it says standard 1. All of these little symbols now along the keyboard a little icon or a picture of a drum instrument. So you can actually play drum patterns just by getting to know where your basic drum instruments are. So if I want my toms are here, hi-hat's closed and open, crash cymbal, kick and snare. So you can play the drum pattern straight off the keys. And there's a number of drum kits. So they're not all just single tones. Some of them are combined tones and some of them are this situation where you've got different sounds on each key. Now, what can we do with those tones? Let's just go back to the start. Sound 001, which is the sound it will automatically select whenever you turn the instrument on. I can now combine that sound, which is piano, with another sound by selecting layer on the keyboard. Now this is a feature that you only get from the 4000 upwards. This is one feature that the 3000 doesn't have, and again, one feature on its own that is enough of a reason to upsell from the 3000 to the 4000. So layer, I just turn it on and it automatically chooses a default layer voice, and it's something that would be appropriate to layer with the piano sound. So it's chosen strings, so now I get this. Is the piano end strings playing together all the way across the keyboard. If I change the tone now, remembering I've got layer activated and that's confirmed by the little screen, it's got layer in the screen, layer icon. If I make a change now, and I often do this when I'm demonstrating, I usually change from layer slow strings 1 to slow strings 2, simply because they sit a little more in the background and they let the piano sound through a little more. They don't tend to override the piano. To that original sound, it's a little stronger. So we can layer any 2 sounds together that we like. It's completely up to you to come up with your own combinations, whatever it is you like. Alright. If I want to change the piano voice, say I've come up with the second voice, flute and strings, and I say, oh, that's a good sound. I say that piano's a bit clunky, I want something else in there. All I do is turn layer off, which takes me back to the original piano tone. Now I can choose something else. So say I want a synth tone. Just look up here. I want a synth pad tone. They start at 413, so now I'd go 413. Just have a bit of a play around with this. turn my layer back on and it will bring back that flute and string that I had before. So now I've got that. Alright. So it's up to you to make your own combinations. You know how we said earlier when we're making combinations we can actually store them? This is where our registration memory bank comes into use. So it's this section here, it says registration. These buttons are actually used for a number of features, and depending on which area of the keyboard we've got active, their function may change. At this point we're going to use them for registrations. So we say we want to keep that combination so that when I come back tomorrow I don't have to remake that same sound. I can demonstrate it to my customer. The process is really easy to do. You hold the store button in, it automatically selects bank 1. There are 8 banks with 4 presets in each bank. It will automatically start at bank 1, then all I do is select preset number 1 and that's stored. Now I can make a change, I can turn the layer off, make a change to that voice, turn the layer back on, change to a different voice. I've got it all set up now. That's great, we'll store that. Store, we're still on bank 1, preset number 2. I can keep doing this. I might say, well, I don't want a layer, I want that sound on its own. I just don't want to have to search for that sound every time. If I put it into number 3, I'll know it's always there. Once we've filled all 4, we need to now go to bank 2 if we want to do another 4. Rather than having 2 tones play all the way across all 76 notes, we can activate the split feature, which gives us 2 tones still, so I've got that little jazz set up. Now I can move the split point to be wherever I want it to be to suit my style of playing, so you can customise that to suit yourself by simply holding the split button in and then touching any key on the keyboard where you like the split to be, and you'll see that the name of the note comes up in the screen. I always split it to there simply because when I play I tend to voice quite low. Now, as with layer, I can split the keyboard using any 2 tones I like. Once we've got split activated, which again is confirmed by the icon in the screen, making a change to that split tone now will just change the lower voice. Alright, so this piano is not changing. What is changing is the bass sound. I always like to demo with the ride bass, because it gives you a rhythmic effect as well. So that's really good because you get like a little jazz trio instantly. So you've got the bass, the ride cymbal and the piano happening all at the same time. So the piano setting basically cancels out everything else but the piano. It takes it back to the start position, if you like, or the default setting that it would set when you first turn the keyboard on. So as if you had just turned it on. So to do that, it's just a combination of these 2 buttons here, tone and rhythm. Simply press those together. It turns everything else off and just gives us piano. So all that splitting and layering is gone. If I want to go recall, it's all back again. So it's that fast. Piano setting, it's all gone.